Here we go. An ugly, debilitating debacle at Madison Square Garden tonight. We thought we were going to have a carryover after the KP game.
An ugly.
Knicks lose 103-102. The game is still over, and the Charlotte Hornets are still hitting three-pointers, Jay Ellis. They are still cashing three-pointers. Devontae Graham with the dagger. Knicks lose 103-102, man.
Yeah.
Talk to me, bro. How'd you feel about this tonight, man?
Yo, I'm tight. This is a very winnable game.
Winnable game, man.
Gut check. We lost this in the third quarter, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I know it seems like the fourth quarter is where things went wrong, but we really lost this in the third quarter. We should have put them away there, but we never really learned to guard the three-point line.
At all.
Terrible,
man. It was 15-point lead in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, for what it's worth, the zone was working at points in the first half. I thought the defense was pretty good in the first half, and it just broke down. Third quarter, it broke down. 15-point lead gets cut down to 1 by the end of the third. Knicks were able to pick it back up. Charlotte now tries to give us a taste of our own medicine with their version of the zone.
Yeah.
Which was, give credit to them, well executed. We don't have the shooters on this team. They try to take advantage of Frank in terms of his dribble penetration or lack thereof, and they were able to get back into the game. Knicks. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, eventually Frank kind of figured it out, and he was able to get some pick and roll stuff happening with Mitch to break down the defense and that zone. But that definitely stunned us. That and the 3-point barrage from those guys. And he kind of even started early in the second quarter, to be honest with you. It just continued. The Knicks never adjusted.
Never adjusted, man. And, this was a game we should have had. No doubt about it. This was a game we should have had. I think Frank, listen, he wasn't perfect. Obviously, he lost Graham on this play. Shouldn't have lost him. The guy had already hit 8 3-pointers at this point. You got to know exactly where he is. There was no reason to help on Mitch there, and he loses Graham. Graham hits him with the misdirection and bangs the 3.
I kind of disagree with you because from the angle, to me, it looked like Graham was going to cut right and pick off Frank, so Frank was trying to
anticipate
the pick.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you play football when you do that hard fake right.
Oh, yeah, you're done.
Left,
you're done.
You're done. And with the speed of Graham, I mean, to be honest, Frank recovered pretty well.
He did.
And he was challenging. He challenged that shot perfectly. He just hit the shot, man.
Yeah, give credit. Give credit. It was a great play by Graham. Excellent play by Graham. Even tougher shot that he got off. And he was able to get it off, man. But, listen, other end down the stretch, give credit. RJ brought us back into the game. He finishes with 22 points. Hey, man, Julius gave us some clutch buckets. But down the key moments in the final 2, we just couldn't get the proper stops. And with 2 seconds left, you give the ball to Julius. I wasn't really expecting much, and he puts up an air ball.
Yeah, this is the thing with Fizz, man. People are getting on Fizz for his bad coaching, and rightfully so. But at the same, Fizz has done some good things as far as, he's inserted some nice plays that the team is running. He's had some pretty decent defensive schemes, but the substitution pattern within the last 5 minutes of the game
didn't work out tonight.
Yeah, putting Dennis Smith Jr. into the game with 4 minutes left when he hasn't played all game was scary.
Right.
Taking RJ Barrett out when he was going in the last 2 minutes of the game was a head scratcher. Having Randle post up with having Randle handle the ball at all
should never be allowed. Never be allowed, man.
Yeah, I feel like Randle got it going in the fourth and he hit a lot of tough shots, but I was scared even though he was hitting. I was like, every time he hit him, I was like, no, yes, no, yes.
That's Randle for you, man.
Yeah, man.
That's Randle for you. and no RJ to close the game. I mean, on the final possession, he puts in Ellington, who hadn't played the whole damn game. And I don't know what you were expecting there. I'd rather go with or go back to Mook. How about the hero?
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
How about the hero from Thursday night? Go to Morris, not Randle.
Not Randle.
Give me Morris. I'll live and die with Morris or RJ on the last play, not Julius Randle on a fadeaway jumper. J. Ellis, he can't shoot, man.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you. And I think Ellington was in there as a decoy. Ellington was there as a decoy so they can spread the floor and he wouldn't cheat.
Yeah.
I'd still, like, to your point, it was still the wrong play. I still think, like you, if you're not going to have RJ in the game and you know Morris was hitting the clutch shots the night before, I would go Morris. He's just a lot more versatile in those situations than Randle is. I don't really trust Randle's.
I mean, how much more do we have to see to say trust, man? No, that's not the guy I want shooting it at the end. And so with the, and listen, again, give credit to Charlotte. They came back. They were resilient. They had a higher percentage from 3 tonight than they did at 2.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Actually, they ended up 41% overall, but 35 from 3. It just put a lot of pressure on us, man. And once we get into that crunch time situation, we still learning as a team how to execute. Execution down the stretch. Who are we gonna go to? Who's gonna come through for us? That's still a work in progress. You know what I mean?
It definitely is, but it's like, man, from night to night, it seems different. Some nights it seems like we do well, and some nights it just seems like we kind of throw some things at the wall and see what sticks.
Agreed.
Like, to be honest with you, the shots we hit tonight down the stretch, those were tough shots, dude. We were hitting them.
Yeah.
But, like, I didn't like – I know we were hitting, but I didn't like how we got them. That's kind of how I judge things, man. Like I want to see easier shots down the stretch sometimes, and it doesn't seem like we hit them all the time. We relied on our talent a lot and got lucky.
Try to out-talent them. And that's why I think you saw DSJ get that last second run. Because even though Frank had his moments in the fourth, I think Fizz was trying to get us easier shots, like you said. I think he was trying to get us easier buckets. And when they had that zone going there, Frank caught him a couple times. He busted it a couple times. He found one where he caught Portis in the middle. Portis threw that quick alley up to Mitch to slam it in. So they were trying to do different things to break down the zone. But even when Frank had his opportunities to create separation, he was still bricking. And that's the problem. Like, he's got to be able to knock down those wide open shots because he's working so hard to get open.
No, that's a fact, man, because he was getting open and then he wasn't hitting the shots. But then you have DSJ, he was kind of
he was done. Yeah, 5 fouls in 7 minutes, man. Mentally, he was out.
So at that point, you have RJ going, just go RJ and throw in another guard.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going quick. I would just, in that point, I would go RJ point and put in Dotson or something. And to keep up with the speed and the 3-point shooting, if anything. Because if DSJ had more rhythm and got more to the floor, then I would have put him in. But he played like 5 minutes in the game, and to throw him in at crunch time is just like, wow.
Yeah, it's iffy, man. Iffy rotations, iffy substitutions, and a tough loss. An absolute heartbreaking loss, man. Good points of the night. Mitch, how about Mitch, man? Mitch put it all on the line for us today, man. He was an absolute monster on the glass. Finished with 17 and 12. Third in the league in second chance points. Ends up turning the ankle. Still comes back into the game. Finishes the play with a slam. Still ends up trying to finish the game. I thought Mitch did all he could to get us the W, man.
Yeah, man, Mitch, it was scary, man, because it's like, dude, we just got him back. And if you learn anything from that Dallas game, it's just how integral he is to the Knicks' success, because like we not always good at shooting, and he just cleans up a lot of mistakes. I think he has I think I saw a stat that says he has the highest offensive rebound percentage in the league or something like that. I need to double check that, but he just cleans up a lot of the bad shots that we take, and we need him on offense and on defense.
Couldn't agree more, man. Could not agree more. And even though, he only had How many blocks Mitch had tonight? He had 1 block.
Right.
But if you looked at how he was impacting the game, he altered so many shots. He changed a lot of decisions out there. And again, you know, the impact of Mitch was certainly understated. Certainly understated.
For sure. That's for sure. I seen some. I don't know. I don't remember what play it was. I think it was like first half when I don't remember. Was it Monk who kind of saw Mitch coming and just
turned the corner. he turned the corner on him, man.
Yeah, man. It was like that little kid who was scared his big brother was gonna come and block the air out the ball. Hung it up and prayed. And that's the intimidation that Mitch brings. So hopefully that ankle turn isn't so bad and he's back for us 100%.
I hope not, but like I said, I almost expect that of Mitch. Unfortunately, just the way he's built, it's just unfortunate.
That was a free play too. Did you see how he got injured?
I just looked at the shot went off, and I just looked and he was down on the ground. I didn't even see it.
It wasn't even Mitch's fault. It was a free play. Batum happened to be jogging behind him, and Mitch stepped on his foot.
Oh wow!
So it wasn't like some game action stuff. It was really free play. It was like you just couldn't see that one coming. Kind of like how Melo was jogging backwards and the ref kind of in a way. It was kind of something like similar to that situation. So I was kind of nervous because Mitch didn't really have time to brace himself because he didn't even see Batum behind him. He didn't see him coming at all.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's okay. He came back in the game, but hopefully he's okay long term.
Those bang bang Marcus Camby plays, man. That's Mitch for you, man. Unfortunately, that's Mitch. I also thought Taj gave us some excellent minutes. The bigs. Portis gave us good minutes off the bench, man. 14 points, 50% from the field, 2 for 2 from downtown. I thought Portis gave us some good minutes off the bench. Taj in his starting role, 9.7 boards. I thought he and Frank really set the tone defensively in the beginning of the game. Again, all for naught, man, because this battle was lost on the 3-point line.
Man.
We were 6 for 20. They were 48 attempts.
Sheesh.
48 attempts from 3, man.
That's crazy. 6 threes in the third quarter, man. That's really what we lost in the third quarter, man.
Yeah.
We lost in the third quarter.
Third quarter, it unraveled. 15-point lead. 15-point lead, man, that we had.
Yeah, but I like what I saw from Taj, though, man. He's just a vet. He plays both ends of the floor, makes timely cuts, hard picks, and some scrappy defense out there, man. Even at the 3-point line, sometimes you saw him kind of playing some defense like he's a guard out there. Man.
Right. Yeah. I agree, man. Taj is starting to play like the guy we thought we were getting. So that's certainly refreshing. So, oh, man, tough loss. We got Cleveland coming back in on Monday. Hopefully we can get a revenge. Maybe that's a revenge game.
Yeah.
And avenge this one. But this one has to leave a bad taste in your mouth, man.
Yeah, man.
This one has to leave. My halftime thoughts was like, yo, we can't lose this game. There's no way we should lose this game whatsoever to this team. They were just coming off a back-to-back themselves.
I thought it was in the bag, man.
I thought it was in the bag.
I thought it was in the bag. It was going to be our first 2-game winning streak of the season. I thought it was in the bag. We looked like we was in control the whole game. Even when they made their run, I was like, I still think we got it.
Yeah.
It just, man, wow.
Nah.
Would you foul in that last? Would you foul that last play? When
with Graham, right?
Yeah, knowing they needed a 3 to win. I know that's a tricky thing for a coach to
Nah. I'm not fouling. Because I'm not necessarily expecting them to shoot the 3. I'm expecting them to go for a quick 2. You know what I mean?
I was going to 3.
I mean, like I said, you just got to give the other team credit, man. The kid hit it. He caught Frank, caught him slipping, and knocked down, and still knocked down a gutsy 3-pointer in the clutch. So I wouldn't foul on that. I wouldn't give them the free points to tie the game. You know what I mean? I would let him beat me from the field. And the kid just made a great play.
Man.
Jeez. So, that's just all she wrote, man. That is just all she wrote, JLs. And there's some chatter in the chat right now that they're putting this loss on you, man. because it seems like when we're not together, man, we get W's, and when we're together, man, I don't know if it's me, I don't know if it's you, bro. I'm not sure if we need a reorganization or something, or we got to figure out, our post game rotations. I'm not sure. Our rotations might need work. We were talking about Fizdale's rotation. Our rotations might need work, JLs. I don't know, man. There's some chatter in the chat. They're throwing you under the bus, man.
Hey, man, I could use a nap anyway.
Nah, Thursday night was lit, man. Thursday night was lit.
Yeah, I was lit too. I sorry I couldn't stay at the bar, but I had to go.
Yo, we got there. They shut it down. I couldn't even get in. I could not even get in, man. So.
That's all the visual outside.
Yeah, we couldn't get in. The way the people organized it, I guess it ended early by the time we got there. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. BKB in the chat says we need to buy you a one-way ticket to Jamaica, bro.
Bro, hey, yo, I'm with it.
The Jay Ellis curse is real.
Yo, check this out, fam. Oh, Superchat is open. If y'all want to buy me some tickets to Jamaica, matter of fact, I'm putting my PayPal information.
The Jay Ellis curse is real, folks.
Fund my trip to Jamaica.
The Jay Ellis curse is real, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Happy Saturday. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys, man. Thumbs down for the Knicks. Thumbs up for the KnicksFanTV Knick of Time show. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. If you're a diehard Knicks fan who loves to talk about Knicks news, Knicks rumors, and post-game live analysis featuring live callers who we're going to hear from next, smash that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button below and the notification bell so you don't miss anything. All right, salute to everybody in the chat once again. Knox team, how's everything? Nicholas Reamer, Oroku Saki, Andrew H, all the mods, Jack Peters, Ishmael Rivas, what's going on? Vegan X, Ishmael Rivas says trade J. Ellis for Moutier. Trade J. Ellis for Moutier, he says. That might be a worthwhile trade, man. Moutier's looking good right now, man.
I mean, Moutier's actually playing all right.
That's what I'm saying. Moutier's playing all right, man. Who you want to shout out in your chat, man? Then we'll get to the phones.
Shout out to Sam Walter, Paul Velutuis. I butchered your name. Sorry, Paul. Ricardo Custer, Enzo, Childhood Time Machine. That's an interesting name. Mm-hmm. Childhood Time Machine. It's cool everybody name. Else representing yeah, I like that.
Yeah, man.
The KOT show. Lily Phillips as well. Tonya Tucker. Everybody, shout out to you guys.
All right, cool, man. Dre 2K18, what's going on? All right, first up, let's go to Grizz from Brooklyn. He wants to talk about the defense in the last play. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, boss?
What's going on, man? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling tonight, man?
Man. What a loss. But, at the end of the day, we try to stay in there, but, that was bad. That was a bad last play right there.
Yeah, man.
I would like to talk about the Ntilikina, that last play with Ntilikina. I felt like if he had focused on that point guard instead of trying to swipe the ball from that guy when they got the ball in, I think it probably would have been a little bit more intense of a defense with that other guy, but I felt like Ntilikina was trying to do too much as far as defending. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I felt like he should have just focused, stay disciplined on that defensive play right there, because that they was going to try to go for a three in the game right there. That guy was hot. That rookie point guard was hot.
He's a tough player, man. I like that kid, man. He's tough. He's tough, man.
Off the bench,
too. I respect what he did. Yeah, I respect what he was doing, like 9 threes for the game or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, he was doing this thing. I respect it. But, all in all, I like the fight. I'm saying I like how they was keeping it up. Another thing, one more thing before we get off here.
Yeah, good.
I felt like they disrespected Barrett, man. My man Barrett was trying to control the game. He draw that play up with Julius twice, make Julius score easy right there. And Barrett was kept asking for the ball, and like they disregard him after the third or fourth try, asking for the ball. And like, yo, what the hell? Give him the ball. You know what's going on in the court? Give Barrett the ball. Let him handle that ball. But I don't know, man.
I agree, man. And listen, RJ knocked down 6 straight at one point, J. Ellis.
Yeah,
and was facilitating as well.
I didn't understand that at all. Like I didn't see. I'm gonna rewatch to see what exactly you're talking about because I didn't see that detail of it. But I definitely was kind of scratching my head that Barrett didn't get another shot after he was going on his little tear.
I agree. I'm shocked RJ didn't finish the game, but it's tough. And in terms of the Frank play, like you said, Jay Ellis, he was anticipating the handoff and trying to beat it. Yeah. Give credit to Graham and Borrego. That was obviously a drawn-up play by design to counter Frank's aggressiveness, just like in football, like you said. Do you counter an aggressive defense with misdirection? And that's exactly what he did. Give credit to Frank. As you said, he did recover, and he still made it a tough shot. But, you know, what can you do? What can you do? Sometimes you just got to give credit where it's due.
Yeah, man. It's a tough shot, man. Tough shot. That third quarter to me was really like we had to we should have learned from that second quarter on, because even though they was hitting those shots in the third, it started in the second. It really started towards the end of the second when they started going that 3-point barrage towards the end. So the coaching staff, it's up to the coaching staff at that point to be like, listen, those little dribble handoffs, like the bigs, you have to concentrate on making it over those screens or helping those guards once they get screened, because they're doing is shooting threes at that point. They're not even looking at the team. We have to make a concerted effort to do that, man. Like, and unfortunately, we didn't tonight, man.
We didn't make the proper adjustments guarding the 3-point line whatsoever. And shout out to Macri, man. Macri was in there post game. Asked Fizz about, he got the last question off. And he asked Fizz about, you know, what was up with the 3-point defense. And Fizz said, well, you know, we had the zone going and it was going well, but then they busted it. And we couldn't recover. There's something to that effect. So what can you do? And like I said, when Charlotte put us in the zone, had us in their zone, we tightened up.
You sure did.
We tightened up, and they took advantage of the fact that we didn't have good shooting. Kev has taken a step back a little bit. He's a little cold. Kev is a little cold. Obviously, Frank is not going to be a threat. Dotson was, I think he hit a couple buckets tonight, nothing crazy. So they were able to get back into the game off the strength of that.
Yeah, got a taste of our own medicine with that zone, man. This would have been a good time for DSJ not to have multiple fouls in the third.
Yeah. Well, yeah. With DSJ, we didn't even see him tonight, basically. Yeah. Didn't even see him tonight, man. Let's go. Go ahead.
Nah, say we checked out. Like, I want to see that focus he had for Dallas for these. That's the knock on DSJ, man. He has the focus.
It's got to focus. Got to focus.
For small games.
Yeah, man. Ron from B-More, how you feeling, bro?
Hey, man. It was obviously a tough loss. Hope you guys are doing well. But, I didn't like the last play. Everybody's been talking about it, you guys, and Twitter. To me, with 2 seconds left, to get Randle the ball there especially, I mean, you knew with only 2 seconds, you can't – he was not going to –
No.
If somebody I want going downhill with 2 seconds, it's R.J. Barrett.
It's R.J. Yeah. It's R.J. Do not want Julius
getting
even in the ball
game
at that point. I don't want Mook inbounding the ball. Give me Taj inbound and let's go. I don't know.
R.J. wasn't even in the game.
He wasn't even in the game.
Why wasn't R.J. in the game?
That made no sense.
I don't understand that.
He was not even in the game, JLs.
Yeah. Like it's.
I mean, come on, man.
I don't understand.
To me, that's. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, JLs. Go ahead.
Nah. I was saying to me, it felt like Fizz is taking steps forward and backwards at the same time. Like that's what it seems to me like. I feel like Fizz is implementing more offense and a little bit more system with the team, and the team is passing more, but the rotations are still funky sometimes. I don't understand some of his decisions.
Yeah. Well, that one didn't work for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
That's for sure.
To me, guys, Frank to me played it. I mean, I know he didn't play that last play well. I know he got back to him, but Frank needed to play that better. But overall, I like the shots he was getting. He was doing the right things. I just don't understand. Once Mitch got hurt and made that dunk, I think we were up 8, right?
Yeah.
Or was it 6?
We were up 8.
It was up 8, and then I don't know. First of all, I don't know why the Knicks didn't call a timeout there, but whatever. But right after that point, we got so stagnant. I don't understand why in this offense is Julius Randle and Marcus Morris. I know Dennis Smith couldn't get into a rhythm and he was in foul trouble, but give the ball to RJ and Frank. Julius Randle is not a creator. He should be
True.
finishing at the rim like he did sometimes in the fourth quarter. But I'm sick and tired of having Marcus Morris, Julius Randle at the top of the key, just doing nothing with the ball, and we're just wasting time. Give the ball to the guards on the team. I know we don't have that many guards, but that's all I got to say, man. But it was frustrating.
Peace, Ron. Like Clyde was saying, JLs, Knicks are going east and west.
They not just like him. It's already good.
They had Clyde puzzled, boy. They had him puzzled, man.
It's that fool's gold, man. Because Morris is talented, man.
Yeah.
Like Morris is a talented guy. He can hit some tough shots. And we don't need to do that all the time. We need to have some misdirection to get some easier shots because he's surprisingly efficient on these like little catch and shoot shots and shots on the move when he doesn't have to think so much. I hate that we have to keep relying on dribble penetration and dribble pull up. Like we need more fluidity, especially at and we just wasn't getting that.
The 5-minute stretch from that 8-point lead, the Hornets went on an 11-3 run. Took a 1-point lead.
Because offense stopped.
Offense stopped completely.
Stuff that we was doing that was working, we just stopped doing it. And
true story.
And it seemed like that Dallas game, we stayed away from that for almost that whole time. Up to that last Morris shot with the Dallas game, we stayed away from iso ball. And then we go right back to iso ball the next game versus Charlotte. We have to keep trusting each other and keep doing things that work for us.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's what you're seeing. They got to trust each other out there, man.
And I know that. I'm sorry.
No, I hear you. I'm saying that's all I'm saying. I'm saying they gotta trust each other out there, you know. And when it comes to crunch time, they still got to figure out where they want to go.
Yep. And that's on the coach. Come on, coach.
Facts, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Let's see what the chat is saying. Jack Peters, what's going on? He says Fitz doesn't seem like he's capable of getting more out of our players. He thinks Knox, Frank, Dotson, Mitch are all regressing, standing still, need improvement. No, listen, I think Kev has had a good start to the season. Dotson's just getting fresh. I think Mitch is having a good season as well. Or just he's getting into it. You know, he's been kind of in and out with injuries. Still early. I think it's still early. You know, we go ahead. I think we've seen these guys have some, you know, ups and downs as well as, you know, the young guys.
Yeah, I agree with you. Mitch has kind of had a slow start. I feel like Mitch was kind of regressing in the first few games, but the last few games, it seems like he's picked it up. The offensive rebounds picking up, the timing. He actually seemed like he's starting to set picks better ever since he got injured. Yeah. So I feel like those guys are doing well. I feel like all the young guys have taken a small step forward, to be honest with you. It hasn't resulted in wins. Right. But I feel like all of the young guys, with the exception of Trier, because, you know, he hasn't really been getting Trier and Dotson, because, you know, but the rest of them, yes, I feel like they're taking a small step forward. Yeah,
I agree. Robert Parrish had a good comment in the chat. The fast guards just kill us, man, and we've seen it. We're seeing it night in, night out. From Sacramento to Chicago to Cleveland, and now tonight with Charlotte, you know, with Terry and Graham. Smaller guards, quicker guards, they kill us, and that's what happens. What happened again tonight, you know, and again, some people want to blame Frank. I'm not going to blame Frank. He's not going to be on point all the time, but he just got caught being over aggressive, and they played him well. They played him very well.
Yeah, man. To me, I still say for me, the third quarter was the biggest
turnaround.
We were up 15 points. They dropped 6 points, 6 3-pointers in the third quarter, and it's like, I don't know, at that point when you're just hunting for threes and we're just over guarding the two and not playing the 3-point line, it gets
concerning to say the least.
That's what happened. We kept playing like they're gonna drive for two, but we're not gonna drive. Like Porter,
they're letting it fly, man.
Yeah, like that third quarter, I keep seeing Portis dropping back like the guard is going to drive by him, but they're not even thinking about driving. They're just pulling him up.
They're just pulling up on him. And
Yeah.
see, like, that's the thing with the switching is when you're switching Taj and Mitch, that's okay. But when you're switching Portis, sometimes Randle, you're going to pay for it.
Because those guys aren't going to put the effort there to actually contest those shots. They're just going to drop back for the most.
There it is. So to everybody in the chat once again, I want to shout out Ryan Hay checking in from Geelong, Australia. So cheers to Ryan. Everybody, if you're new in the chat, leave a hashtag new. Also throw your cities in the chat. Let's see where everybody's checking in from around the world. I want to give a shout out to Shamik Sheeter. He sends us a super chat. JLC says, when Frank comes off the court, the defense just suffers overall. With his effort every night, more wins will come. Hope so. Yeah. Hope he can knock down some jumpers, man, because that's certainly missing from his game.
Yeah, man, he's getting a little bit more comfortable.
That's it.
He's taking baby steps, so we need to see a little bit more.
Yeah, man.
But baby steps, man.
And speaking of Frank, Q's in the building. Q wants to talk about Frank tonight. How you feeling, bro?
Yo, what's good?
What's going on?
Tough loss, fellas. Tough loss.
Yeah, man.
No, man. Tough loss. Well, I was in the chat and, jamming in the chat, and we got, the notorious Frank haters. And, the funny part is, it's kind of hilarious to me because you see Frank, like Jay Ellis said, making baby steps. And I'd rather see Frank making steps and, moving forward. Just like, Knox, he's had a good season, you know what I mean? And people getting on him when he doesn't have a good game. DSJ, he just didn't play good, And if you're looking at all these issues, we keep going back to the same things. It's coaching, man. I hate to say it, it's coaching. I don't want Fizz to get fired. I'd rather if anybody go, it's Mills. Get that guy out of the paint. His record is horrible. But if you look at, think about it, man. We've been losing since every time Mills comes around, we lose. When he left, we started winning. Knicks tape came, and he was out. He probably doesn't like hip hop. That's probably his problem. You know what I mean? But the one thing that I saw this game that I see over and over again is two things. The switching. And one of the callers back then, he commented, we got to switch. Yeah, it works on certain teams. But when you play a dynamic guard, Randle, and Portis is the worst, but Randle, he'll automatically switch. He won't even try, to hedge or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you can't switch against dynamic guards, period. You just can't. It's a waste of time because we're going to get torched every time. And then the rotations at the end. Why, if you're going to take out RJ, RJ should have never been taken out because the kid is the only one with a clutch gene. It's there. He has a clutch gene. The kid wants to be great. The difference is, why put DSJ in when you could have put in Dot? Dot had 3 consecutive great defensive stops on. He had 2 on the point guard. What's the name?
Graham or Rozier?
I forgot. Dude was with Boston.
Rozier.
He had 2 stops on Rozier and 1 on Graham. And he was hot defensively. He was going around the screens. He was moving. He was active.
Yeah.
And why take him out?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's on Fizz, man.
Yeah.
I could care less about everybody hating on Frank. One play doesn't define the game.
Nah, not at all.
Guess what? The reason Frank gets torched, because the switching mentality. We are not Golden State. Stop the damn switching. It doesn't work. That's all I got to say, fellas.
Peace, Q. Have a good weekend, man. Good to hear from you, man.
Yeah. Good to hear. I agree. I mentioned that earlier about the DSJ substitution was a head scratch to me. Like, he had no rhythm going, so to put him in crunch time to me was a weird decision. I would have gone with Dotson as well. Like, I would if that's the case, go with RJ at point, get an extra shooter in there. And because the speed of the guards was hurting us, adding another guard in there would kind of help us keep up with the speed. But I mean, that's on the coach. I mean, that was, to me, I don't know, that's weird. And he's gonna give you more on defense, DSJ too. So I don't know. I didn't get it. I didn't get that play. I didn't get that call.
Yeah, it's questionable. It's certainly questionable, man.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Salute to everybody in the chat once again. I want to shout out Ed Santana. He's team #new suspense 07 #new in here. We got bike packing chronicles with Nature Boys. That's one word. JLs. He put his whole interest, his whole life story in his YouTube
That's how you gotta
game.
do it.
Yeah, man, checking in from Dallas. I think he converted. He was a Mavs fan on Thursday, and he left the Knicks fan. That's how it was rocking.
My name is Nick of Time Show. I like all my names to be free.
Yeah.
That's my thing. So I appreciate that.
Golden King 2407 checking in. Knicks fan from Portland checking in all the way from Portland. I want to go to Portland,
all right.
Man.
Oh yeah, you want to see Melo?
Yeah, you know what? I do want to see Melo, man. Shout out to Melo. Welcome back, Melo. Oh man, JLs, you should have been in the Garden, man. When the news was spreading like wildfire, like a game of telephone that Melo signed with the Blazers, like you would think it was Christmas. I had a dude sitting like 4 rows behind me. My man was tweaking so hard, JLs. I want to get up and slap him. Like the whole second quarter, this dude was just uncontrollably screaming, "Melo, Melo!" I said, "Oh my God, man!" Ari was sitting right behind me. He was sitting behind Ari.
Ari hit me. Ari hit me in the DM. Was like, "Yo, Melo's on the." I was like, "I know. I'm hyped too, though."
Yeah, crazy.
I'm mad happy for Melo.
Yeah. Nah, I'm definitely gonna be rooting for him. Alex Collins says he's rooting for him. Dame is my guy and Melo's my guy, so I'm definitely hoping that it works out. Rory #new checking in from Brooklyn. Okay. What's going on? We got Dre 2K18 checking in from Fort Lauderdale. So salute to everybody, man. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Let's go back to the phones. Let's go to Hansa from Jersey. He wants to talk about Fizz tonight. Hansa, what's going on?
I'm so disappointed after tonight. Davis is,
Oh, man. You got to pick it up, man. It's not that late, bro. My man sounded like he was like under the covers or something, man. Yeah. Hans, I'm sorry, man. You got to pick up the energy, man. I don't know what was going on, Jay. Ari's in the building. Ari, what's going on, man?
Yeah, what's up, man? You caught me a good time. But Thursday was awesome, dude. That was amazing. But so what do I gotta say? Listen, dude, we lost to the Hornets at home. I mean, like, come on, dude. Like, can we at least agree, like, CPJS, can we at least agree that, like, if we cut Julius Randle today, our team is better? Yes or no?
I can't disagree.
Yes or no? Seriously, yes or no? We cut Julius Randle, is our team better? Yes or no? Knox gets more minutes, better spacing. Morris gets a little bit more shots. Are we better or not? If we cut him. We were trading and cutting him.
I am not. I can't say I disagree. I can't say I disagree. I don't know, man. I don't know. Julius is not working out right now. Right. I want to give the guy time. He worked hard to get. He worked hard. He really wants to be here. Maybe he's feeling the pressure, but man, it's. I don't know.
I want to be on the team too. I want to be on the team too. So like, come on, like, what does that mean, man? Like, dude, $63 million. Give me like $300,000. I'll play harder than him. And also, listen, like, I know that night, like, when I mean, first of all, the J. Ellis curse is real, dog. Like, I mean, 3 times.
The J. Ellis curse is a thing.
Hey,
it is a thing, man.
Bro, okay, yo. All right, my PayPal is in the description, right? So, you want me to go to Jamaica?
Ari's gunning for that seat, J. Ellis.
J. Ellis, instead of the Ninja P shirts, like, X it out because he sucks and do, like, J. Ellis curse shirts. And I'll buy, like, 20 of them. All right? I'll do that.
Yo, I'll do. Hey, yo. Listen.
You got a 20 shirt commitment from me if you do the J. Ellis curse shirt and you discontinue Ninja Turtle P. All right?
Okay, you have to go to discontinue in there because I will definitely sell J. Ellis curse shirts. I'll have that shit up tomorrow.
Ari,
J. Ellis curse shirts.
Ari, what'd you think of the last possession, man? What'd you think of the last possession?
All right, what I think last. I mean, you don't want to ask me that.
The
question, but I mean,
defensive possession.
I mean,
The defensive possession.
Frank, you're on the court for a reason. How do you get turned over like that, dude? You know you can't give a 3 up. You know you're on the court for defense. Like, come on, bro. The guy's coming right at you. Don't give up the 3. Let him go by you. At least you get an overtime. Like, how are you gonna get crossed like that like that? Like, seriously, how are you gonna get crossed like that? Like, I agree with you, CP. You don't foul. You don't foul in that situation. But come on, bro. Don't put yourself at risk like that. Stay in front of the guy. Like, worst comes to worst, at least pressure him into the inside. And that's either, listen, the Knicks are the dumbest team in the league. Forget about talent. Like, the IQ on this team has got to be low. Like, how can you do that? Like, Frank, come on, bro. Like, you played a decent game. I was liking Frank for most of the time. But how are you going to get, like, crossed like that? Like, what? Like, come on, it's the last play.
He just got caught slacking. He just got caught slacking, man. Salute to Ari, man. Ari's about to get a Saturday night cracking. Sound like he already got a head start. But that's my guy, man. He was coming for your spot, Jay Ellis, man. He's really making a. I think he's the one that's promoting this Jay Ellis curse, man. I think through back channels he's really promoting this thing, bro.
I don't know. I saw you posted it on Twitter. Like, I don't know. Unless you got hacked.
I got hacked, man. Oh man, shout out to Ari, man. We had a good time on Thursday. Just randomly, we were sitting like 3 rows behind each other, and also I was sitting. Guillermo from Brooklyn was in our section, like everybody was in our section, man. So it was pretty funny. It was a good night. Thursday night was a good night.
Yeah, man, it seemed like a good night.
Yeah,
man.
Thursday night was
the
definitely.
bar was rocking too. I was at the meet and greet at the bar.
Yeah,
bar was rocking. Everybody was high fiving and screaming so loud after that winning. It was great. It was nice. Seems
so, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. CP from KnicksFanTV, my man Jay Ellis from Nick of Time Show. This is #1 show for the fans, by the fans. If you're a diehard Knicks fan, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. We'll be back Monday night, Knicks versus Cleveland. I'll be doing my weekly recap show tomorrow night as well, so stay tuned for that. And how many likes we got tonight? Let's set a record for likes tonight. Let's leave here with 500 likes tonight. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button. It's the best way to support us. And please share these videos. All right, back to the phone, Shale. So who we want to hear from? Let's go to Long Island, my neck of the woods. Okay. Dan from Long Island wants to chat. What's going on, man?
Hey guys, thanks for taking the call. I'm with the caller who from Brooklyn earlier. I don't know what they want. Look, Frank chased on that. He made a mistake. That's coaching, though. That's not the kid's fault.
Yeah.
Someone's got to tell him. He's a ball chaser, man. And he's a ball winner, and that's what he's gonna do. You got it. That comes from X's and O's. The other thing, guys, here's what I don't understand. This is, I know the whole positionless basketball thing is supposed to be what's in vogue or whatever, but we have a roster that's locking out Trier, right? He hasn't played in 2 nights. Knox isn't getting minutes. We're fighting to get Dotson on the court. And, to me, look what Charlotte's doing. They got a bunch of kids you never heard of. They got second rounders who went for 29 tonight. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Our second rounder, he don't even take his warm-ups off Brzakis, right? And, look at Cleveland. I was in the house for that game. Look, they got a bunch of kids who are playing. And what I'm saying is, I understand people have said they want the Knicks to win. But what Frank did tonight, Frank learned something tonight. He learned something. So we win this game. It's not going to make a difference for our season whether we win tonight or lose tonight. It's what we take from a game like tonight.
Yeah.
And we take more when our kids are playing. But, Bobby Portis, I like him. He's a nice player. But, you don't need Portis and Morris. And a lot of guys who are duplicative players on the same team. And it's locking out the kids who are going to, I hope, take us to the future. Then the other thing is, listen, I know everybody's talking about, I was looking at Maggie Gray's Twitter feed, mm-hmm. and she's killing the Knicks because of Sanders. Like, you could tell she didn't watch the game. She was probably watching the Ranger game and tuned in for the last 30 seconds. We lost that game. We lost that game tonight because in the third quarter, when they went to a zone, we went time and time again without being able to break them down.
Yeah,
that was part because he's coming back from an injury. He's out of shape. He was in foul trouble. But the fact of the matter is we don't have a breakdown point guard other than Smith on this team. And
Right.
I think that's the problem.
And they took advantage
So anyway,
of it.
listen, my thing is if we're doing a youth movement, let's go all in with the youth movement,
Yeah.
And, again, let's let the kids play because that's what Cleveland's doing. That's what Charlotte's doing. And, they're successful. And I want to say one last thing, guys, before I bounce. I've heard so much about these Nets. I would love to know what their ratings were for that game against Chicago today. Do you think anybody was watching that thing on yesterday? And write this down. Write this down. By January 15th, Kyrie, who tries to front like he's, he knows all about New York, he's going to be wishing he wasn't in Brooklyn because no one knows he's there. No one knows what he's doing. He can go for 50. No one's watching. So I don't know what it is we told him, but you guys watch. You guys watch. Hey, guys, have a great night.
Appreciate it, Dan.
The show.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man.
Hey, that's why he went to Brooklyn, J. Ellis. Because no one's watching. Nobody knows, and nobody cares. Let's just keep it honest, man. Oh, yeah. Completely. Him and Katie, man. That's why they're kindred spirits. You know what I mean? That's why they're brothers, man. So good luck to them, whatever. On the youth movement thing, I think you're going to eventually get to that point. I think right now we're still trying to make it a respectable season. We're trying to win as many games as we can. And with that, you're going to mix in the guys that you acquired, the free agents that you acquired. And so when you brought in Ellington, when you draft RJ, the backcourt is going to get crowded. So a guy like, Dotson was the odd man out at one point. Trier came in. He kind of struggled. He wasn't really fitting in terms of with the offense that we were trying to run. So now it looks like ISO's on the outside looking in. What's going to happen when Reggie Bullock comes in? So there's going to be a lot of decisions that Fizdale's going to have to make yet again. But I think at some point, decisions are going to be made. Trades are going to hopefully be made. And eventually you'll see a guy like maybe Iggy gets a little bit more playing time. Maybe ISO gets back in. It all depends on how things go by the time we hit February.
Yeah, man, youth movement is coming by January. You know what I mean? January, we still in the same position, which I most likely think we will be. There will be a youth movement in January. February, we'll be fine. It's just a matter of time at this point.
Yeah. I agree. But see, it's like, take an ISO, for example. I don't know. You're already playing Frank, DSJ, RJ, Dotson. You know what I mean? You're already playing four guards back there. There's just not enough minutes.
Yeah, somebody has to be moved. Like
somebody's got to get moved.
I feel like ISO's going to end up being moved eventually.
So somebody's going to get moved.
It's funny because I thought it was going to be Dotson at first.
So did I.
But the way the summer was set up, where they took care of ISO so quickly, and they waited to the last minute to sign Dotson. I just knew that it was going to be Dotson, but it looks like it's possibly the other way around.
Could be the other way around, man. Could be the other way around. So salute to Dan. Let's go back to the phones. Let's hear from Jewel from Long Island. Back to Long Island. Wants to talk about tonight's loss. What's going on?
Yo, what's up, CP? What's up, J. Ellis?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, man?
Yo, fellas. What's up, chat? Fellas, I'm very upset tonight. First of all, how do we manage to lose a 15-point lead? That, I don't get it. I don't get that at all. How do we manage to lose a 15-point lead? Now, I know there's a lot of Frank Milliken haters in the chat. Frank played a great game tonight. I mean, he made some mistakes. I understand that. But if you watch the last play, I have a 13-year-old son sitting next to me watching the game. He knew.
Yeah, you got to put your TV on mute, man. You can't listen to your call until afterwards. Yeah, just put it on mute for me. Thank you.
All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, my 13-year-old son was sitting right next to me watching the game. He knew Graham was going to take the last shot, but Fizdale didn't see it coming. Frank Ntilikina on that last play covered Miles Bridges that get the ball and had to run back, to Graham.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a coach, you should know the guy that killed you all night has to be doubled at this point, because whatever they're gonna draw, he's gonna be the guy that's gonna get the ball.
Yeah.
Fizdale didn't see that one coming.
Go ahead, JLs.
If you watch, give me just 1 minute, brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you watch the numbers for the night, you have Mal Bridges shooting 0 for 5 from 3. All right? You have Rozier 1 for 7 from 3. You have PJ Washington 1 for 2. All right? Graham 9. He was 8 for 15.
Yeah. Yeah, Graham was the guy, man. And I mean, JLs, were you looking double at that point, or you saying, we got our best defender out there, let him head up with him, and maybe just Frank just overplayed it?
I would, but the coach set that play up smart, man. Because if you watch the play, they maximized that guy's speed.
Yes.
By starting him off on the other side of the court. So, like, to double him on the other side of the court is impossible because now you're just getting the other team a layup. And then what they did was they had him get a full speed running start and then go right and then dart left. So it was just a smart play by their coach to get him open, man.
That's all I say. Just give credit where credit is due, man. They out executed us and they caught Frank slipping. That's all it was.
They drew a good play out of the timeout for the last play, and we drew a
terrible play.
Like, if you want to get technical,
yes,
they drew a good play.
They drew a very creative play, and we did not.
Exactly. They maximized that guy's strengths, which is speed and 3-point shooting, and they used it to draw a play up, and we did something stupid.
Agreed.
and maximized Julius Randle's strengths. That's what it really came down to.
And that's it. I mean, he ends up shooting a fadeaway jumper to close it. Like those have been working all year.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Appreciate the call, Jewel. Let's go to Oliver in Florida. My fault. Rugger from New Jersey. What's going on, Rugger? How you feeling, man?
Yo, CPJOs, I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, man.
I finally picked up the call, man. I just had to get this off my chest. Like, enough is enough, man. Everybody talking about the CP curse. I mean, the J. Ellis curse. Yo, J. Ellis, you want to play power forward? Because, this enough is enough, bro. Like, it's not just one game. Like, this anger and this frustration has been building up. Like, Julius Randle has to be the dumbest, lowest IQ player I've ever seen. Like, it's been some bad Knicks, bro. Like, it's been some bad Knicks. But, I don't recall. Like, I'm young. Like, I'm 25. But, like, I don't recall, like, watching other Knicks and getting this frustrated. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Like, bro, like, he got to go. Like, I understand that last play, okay, we ran a horrible play. I don't know what Fizz was doing, but come on, bro. Like, even if he shot it, that shot wouldn't have counted. Like,
it was late. It was after the buzz anyway. He didn't even get it off.
Bro, like,
man.
I don't know who told him he's Kobe or whatever it is, bro. But we need an intervention, bro. We need to sit him down. The guys just gotta tell him you are not that guy. You are not that guy, bro. You need to chill, bro. Like, I don't know who juiced him up like this, bro. Like,
oh no, man. But appreciate the call, man. You know what, JL is just like this, man. When you're a bad team, players' weaknesses get exposed a lot more, and whether it's Frank, whether it's Julius, sometimes Bobby Portis, when those guys get pushed to the front and have to, you know what I mean, really show and prove when the spotlight is on.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Listen, Julius has been this type of player. Now his shooting is way down. His 3-point shooting is way down from last year.
Everything
is pretty much down. So no, that's not a good sign. But he's pressing. He's absolutely pressing. A 5 for 14 again tonight. Six dimes. 6 rebounds. Go ahead, bro.
We don't utilize his strengths. We don't. He's never been some ISO dude, top of the key.
No.
He's been the guy who you give the ball to on the move, where you can take advantage of his athleticism and his ability to kind of contort his body in the air. That's the player he is.
Mm-hmm.
We're using him wrong. He's not this bad. He's just in a role that he's not supposed to be in. That's
he's got too much responsibility, man.
Yeah, like I would be way more comfortable. I mean, I get mad at Marcus Morris doing the kind of ISO stuff sometimes, but at least he kind of has a track record.
Right. Right. You can live with it. You can live, and Mook's shooting 46% from 3, man.
Yeah, like I would be upset if he missed, but it's still like Randle getting that ball in that situation is the absolute bottom of the barrel list.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know. I'll put him and Mitch. I don't want any of them having the ball at 3-point line with the game on the line. I might give Mitch a shot. I'm not gonna lie.
Mitch, mid-range Mitch, man. We've yet to see it, bro.
I just don't want. I don't want to see it.
We've yet to see it, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. I want to give a shout out to Tommy is almost Zen. He said, "What's up to the starting backcourt for all sports broadcast? CP and J Ellis. What's going on, Tommy? One Young Bale sends us a super chat." And he says, at least we got the W today. Brooklyn. Oh, that's the Brooklyn Nets fan. That's just a super chat. And it says, at least we got the W. So salute to him, man. Salute to him. Salute to RT. What's going on? KR, Apple fanboy, always in here. What's going on? Rockman So Blue. Alex Collins checking in all the way from Ireland. Smokestack, New York. What's going on? Throw up a backwoods for your boy. Steve Stark, the realtor. I saw a guy, Steve Stark. How's everything going? All right, couple more calls. Let's get to Oliver. What's going on, man?
Hey, guys. What's up? Let me just get out of this elevator. I just got in the elevator.
Okay, yeah, no speakerphone either, bro. How you doing, man?
Can you guys hear me there?
Yeah, you just got to take us off the speakerphone.
Okay, let me. Yeah, you guys are off speakers. I'm in the elevator. If you give me 2 seconds, I'm just putting that.
All right, let me go to another call. I'll put you on mute, and you sort that out, and we'll get back to you. Omar's up. Omar from Manhattan. What's going on, Omar?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good, man. Long time, bro. How you doing?
Let me start off by saying I'm good. It's been a while, I know, but I follow you guys every show. I just wanted to say real quick, I've been meaning to say this to you guys, even while Fizz is still talking about free agency, which I'll get to, I think you guys have really been the real winners of the offseason when it comes to anything involving New York basketball.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, man.
You guys are just keep putting out great content, and just keep doing your thing. I hope this momentum keeps going for you guys.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for supporting
and what I really wanted to start with is with Fizz. He keeps talking about how the guys are tight at the Garden, even though they were 2 and 3 coming in today.
Mm-hmm.
And he keeps bringing up free agency and say what happened with free agency? These guys want to prove they can be key assets to the team, and they want to do so well for the fan base. So he's almost admitting that free agency didn't go as planned, even though before the season they all said these are the guys they wanted. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he's almost giving himself an excuse, free agency didn't go as planned, so I'm with these guys, and they're trying, to live up to those expectations. And I feel like it starts with him when it comes to the accountability part of this team, as he doesn't ever take responsibility for anything. Whenever they ask him about, Porzingis, he's like, that wasn't me. Our relationship was fine. Mm-hmm. He gets really sensitive and, prideful about that. And, I don't, or when after the Cleveland game last week, I don't need anybody to tell me that there's a sense of urgency. I come in with a sense of urgency every day. And I'm not putting this all on him, but if you just watch tonight's game, and you follow just the matchup that's not actually on the court, it's on the sidelines between Borrego with Charlotte and Fizdale with us.
Chess scheme.
Borrego plays to his roster. What does he have? He has no rim protector. I think they came in today as allowing the most points in the paint the entire season, and he knew that we had a super big team with all these front court players. So he's like, you know what? Let's play a zone.
Yep.
And the Knicks came out with this zone scheme, and he noticed that right away. And he's like, you know what? I got these little shooters like Devontae Graham, Terry Rozier. Let's try to fire them up.
And they kept firing them up. They did 48 3-pointers, man. So they did not let the zone detract them, even though they were missing in the beginning. They let it fly.
Yep.
You're absolutely right. And what did he do to start the third quarter? He had Nicholas Batum, a 6'9" guy who, maybe better days are behind him, but he's still a good passer, smart player, and they started busting our zone screen. I think he had 6 or 9 assists or something like that in the second half, and he was finding shooters in the corner, getting guys in rhythm, and he really set them up. While they went to the zone against us, and it was like the Knicks never practiced against it once. What are we supposed to do with this?
Yep. 6 assists with Nicholas Batum.
It doesn't make sense. You have
right.
an absolute zone buster. All you got to do is have Mitchell go along the baseline,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough, man.
It's really tough, especially when you have RJ. I think that was his best game down the stretch, taking over in the fourth quarter.
Stupid.
And just to take him out at the end of the game like that, really, for Ellington, who's shooting 27% from 3 this year, and who's been out of the rotation for 4 games, you're going to really put him in?
Good point. It's a good point. Appreciate the call, Omar. I mean, it came down to execution, JLs. Came down to coaching, to Omar's point.
Yeah.
And when the chess game, when the rubber met the road and the chess match got down to it, Borrego just he just outcoached us, man. He just outcoached us.
They got better shots at the end of the game. At the end of the day, they got better shots, and that's the kind of look for. Towards the end of the game, I felt like we were getting the shots we wanted with RJ in the game, and then when Morris and Randle started getting in, game got tight. We went right back to ISO ball.
Yeah. And
the ball movement stopped. And Charlotte kept doing what they was doing the whole game, from at least not the whole game, at least from the second quarter on, and they ended up winning the game.
Facts.
Like, got better shots.
Hey, I would have let it fly with Bobby P out there instead of Julius, man. Bobby had it going tonight, man. and me and Bobby, man, it's like it's a love-hate thing. Like, but
you still Bobby?
Hey, when he has it going, I give him credit. But
yeah,
when he's on his bonehead bag, I criticize as well. But Bobby had it going. I would have rather had Bobby take the last shot tonight.
Yeah, he had the little floater thing.
Yeah, he had the little teardrop. Bobby teardrop was out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he did something for us.
Yeah. And what else Omar was talking about? Oh, Fish's comment earlier in regards to the team underperforming on the road, underperforming at home and performing a little bit better on the road. And he said the combination of free agency and who we got and just the idea of playing in MSG, trying to redeem past years, it's so much that they're trying to put on their own shoulders. What do you think, JLs? Is that facts or foolishness, JLs? What do you think, man?
Facts or foolishness?
What do you think?
If it's real, don't say that. If it's real, like I do believe there is something to the Knicks being tight at home.
Yeah.
You see that in the first few games. Honestly, though, I don't think it was true this game. I feel like the coaching was bad this game. At least the rotations. Previous games, you can definitely see they were tight.
Yeah.
I will say it might be true for Frank. Because you've seen his numbers.
Frank's numbers are abysmal home and road. Abysmal.
Yeah.
No, I think he's shooting like 18% from home coming into this game.
Yeah. Definitely true for Frank. I would say that. At least everybody else, I feel like I feel like that last Dallas game got a lot of those guys comfortable, and they seem confident. And even you can tell by the fourth quarter, they were bad shots to me, but we were making them. You know what I mean?
I
To
agree.
me, that's a sign that you're not tight anymore.
I agree.
So, yeah.
I listen. I respect it. I'm gonna say it is a bit of facts because you have a lot of guys coming in here that have never, like a Randle, who's never been a number one guy, a Marcus Morris, he's playing well, though. He's gritty. He's Philly, though. You know what I mean? That's just a whole nother mindset in itself. But you have a guy like a Julius who is considered to be the consolation prize after striking out in free agency. He's coming in as the number one guy. It is a lot of pressure, man. Let's be real. Yeah. It is a lot of pressure. You're coming into the bright lights, and I think Julius is 100% playing that way.
No, definitely. Him, from the start in the Garden, for him, for sure, he's been playing tight. Tonight, I don't know. No,
tonight they were fine. And keep in mind, this quote from Fizz was before the game.
Okay.
It was before the game. You know what I mean? Just to put it in proper context. He said this before the game. But like you said, tonight was on the coach, and I think tonight they were fairly loose until that third quarter when they put the zone on them and they kind of tightened up a bit, and then crunch time they just couldn't get it done.
And Julius, he's still trying to find that balance between shooting and not shooting.
Yeah.
In that first quarter, he was taking a bunch of shots that I felt like he shouldn't have taken. And he was getting double teamed, and he was still, trying to force it.
Yeah.
And I just feel like he was just putting up shots just because he hasn't taken a shot in a while, not necessarily because he was open. Yeah. Agreed.
Omar, appreciate the call. All right, a couple more calls. Let's get back to Oliver. Let's see if he got out the elevator, man. Oliver, how you doing, bro? Yo, dímelo.
Yo, epa.
Bueno, pero en un vasito.
Yo. All right, man. Wait. Is he back? Oliver, you back?
Yo vengo seguido. Yeah, I'm back, guys.
All right. How you doing, man?
I have to go out to get a burger.
All good, man.
All good, brother.
What's going on?
Right. So, I'm sorry. CPJ Ellis, man. Cheers from Florida.
Yeah, man. Cheers, Miami, man.
You guys keep doing great job, man. So I just gonna take you guys back to, I don't remember, what is this white boy name? His channel is basketball School of Nick or something like that.
Yeah.
Nick's Film School. I called last year and he was hosting with you guys.
Yeah.
I called last year about the same. Yeah. About the same damn topic, bro. I probably anticipated it way too early, but I knew, bro, it was the coach. It's all about the fucking coach. I'm sorry about the bad word.
Yeah, keep it family, man.
I just don't understand, and I agree with you, CP. You said it all when you said, Jay Ellis. I mean, when you said that it's just the awkward course. I know you guys don't want to just call it out. It's the coaching, but man, it's 2019, bro, and there's a lack of fundamentals and lack of technicity. Like, how do you keep DSJ right there? How do you keep that guy there, man? How do you put those two guys by the 3-point line to receive the ball? Julius Randle, and it's fine. Morris is fine, bro. He's really talented. I didn't agree with the guy who called earlier, who said that the most talentless guy is Julius Randle. That's not true, bro. That's wrong. It's just that we're not utilizing him the right way. That's it. We have a lot of pieces, a lot of valuable pieces. We need to get rid of some guys. We have a lot of guys, but the thing is that Fizdale is not doing the right thing, bro. Like, he's not a technical coach. We need those details coming down at the end of the games. And Frank was great. He played great. I don't know who's talking bullshit about Frank not doing too well. He was a plus 14, 5 minutes to end the game, and he still ended in a positive 4. You know what I mean? He did a great job, and Frank is doing what he has to do. Frank is doing great. I love what he's doing. Frank is actually like catching the vibe of the NBA. The NBA.
He's trying to get there, man.
Really
trying to get there, man. Appreciate the call, Oliver. Yeah, I mean, listen, this one did come down to coaching, jails. We could all agree on that one.
Yeah.
And Oliver's certainly frustrated in that regard.
Yeah. I feel like this game in particular definitely came down to coaching.
Yeah.
Like I think we got outcoached for sure.
Yeah. Unfortunately, man.
Yeah, and it would have been great if DSJ was an option if he didn't catch those 3 fouls in the first quarter.
5 fouls in 7 minutes.
That was crazy.
Oh man. I don't know. I don't get it, man. But, all I said on Twitter, I said, hey, it's not his night today, man.
It's not his night tonight.
Yeah, he's still got to come back, man. He's still coming back.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, like and Frank did a good job overall. The next phase of his, evolution is being able to, take more people off the dribble more often.
Yeah.
Because you saw it a few times,
Mm-hmm.
but you need to see it a lot more, especially in those situations when there's a zone. You need somebody to kind of do that for you.
Right. And that's kind of why I saw why Fizz brought him in. It was just ill-timed. It wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. My boy Alva in Miami, man, he was chilling, man. He was having a whole side conversation waiting on us, man. He having us dusting off the Spanish. You know what I mean? He had us dusting it off, man.
Yeah, man. I was trying to get my bag.
Yeah, facts, man.
What words do I remember?
I've been here like vamos, Oliver.
Vámonos, Oliver. Vámonos.
Vamos, coño. Yeah, man. Shout out to Oliver, man. He's a good call holding it down in Miami. All right, let's go. Closer of the night. I'm about to get out of here and grab some drinks. We'll do two more. Let's go, Steve from Harlem, and Toussaint on deck. Steve, how you doing, bro?
Yo, what's up, CP? What's up, Jay Ellis? How we doing, fellas?
How you doing, man?
All right. So, quick point. Last season, I called, and we had this little conversation about the difference between Dolan, Rangers owner, Dolan,
yeah, I remember.
Knicks owner, and how they get on him, yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody, going at Fizz, I get it. CP, you made your points about the roster is clogged. There's just no way around it. That roster is super clogged.
Uh-huh.
So, that brings you to Fizdale. Fizdale he's not the right guy, because if you go on his reputation, he's well liked because of the way that he gets along with players. And to me, it feels like at times that he feels like some sense of responsibility with these veterans and using them in ways that are not proper. I'm 40 years old. I've been watching ball for forever. And I don't want to say he's a bad coach. He's just not the right coach. Mm-hmm. If you put him in there with a Durant and Kyrie and a better roster, heck, it might be a whole different conversation about Fizz in New York, and that's fine. But we're not going to revisit the whole shit because apparently, sorry about that, because we get it, and he's calling bad plays, etc. My question is, how does Perry feel about all of this? He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
So how does he feel about Mills? Because the common denominator in all of this, it's Mills. And I don't know what kind of relationship he has with Dolan, why he hasn't let him go, what's happening, but I feel like you can tell Perry is like in a bad spot. He has to know Fizz is not the right guy.
Well, I mean, we don't know. We don't know, to be honest. Let's keep it a buck. We don't know what, who voted for Fizz and who didn't and who had the final call. Maybe it was Mills who had the final call. Maybe it was Perry who had the final call. We don't know. Obviously it was an organizational decision. They brought him in. He's only been here for 2 years. It's been a rough 2 years. The roster has not been where it needed to be, let's be honest. To Ari's point, when Ari called in angry last week, the Fizz thought he was having KP here. That could have made a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, maybe.
So with that, you have these free agents that you had to bring in. You signed all these guys. You're going to have to play some of them and mix them in. I understand you guys want to let the young bulls play. But in the beginning, you're going to have to play some of your guys that you paid. I mean, you know what I mean, JLs? This is a business too. Like, as an owner of the team, I want to see the guys who I'm paying $68, $58, $10 million for 2 years. I want to see them producing. You know what I mean?
That's the politics of the situation.
It's the politics of the situation. Like, I got to see my investment being returned first. Mm-hmm. And then if it's not, then we're going to talk about contingency plans and how we're going to move forward.
Yeah, man. And ironically, it's funny because Fizz's reputation before he was in New York was, he's going to put his foot down. It doesn't matter. Like, if I think you should be doing this, I don't care if you're better or not, you should do this. That's what happened with homeboy from Memphis. Marc Gasol.
Marc Gasol, yeah.
Yeah, he wanted Marc Gasol to run more. He wanted Marc Gasol to shoot threes. Marc Gasol wouldn't listen. so he was benching Marc Gasol. Now he wants to change that narrative, and I think he might have swung the pendulum a little bit too far the other way.
Right.
And he's being too accommodating to the veterans now because of what happened with the Grizzlies, and maybe he needs to find more of a middle ground.
I mean, listen, let's keep it a buck. You need Morris out there. You need Mook's offense. Julius is your highest paid player. He's gonna play. You gotta like what Taj is giving you. You have no choice. He's the only reliable backup center. You have to play him.
Yeah.
Ellington, he made the right moves. Ellington is not getting the playing time. You
Right.
have Bullock, who's on the mend. We'll see what happens. That's gonna create a whole nother confusion. And again with Bobby. Okay, sometimes I say he's a redundant piece. Someone, I think Dan from Long Island mentioned that. He's a redundant piece, and I've been saying that. He is a redundant piece, but on a night like tonight, he gives you good stuff. And when Kev is kind of cold, Bobby had it going tonight. Bobby and Mitch had a solid effort tonight off the bench and really expanded that lead to where we got to that 15-point lead. Bobby and Mitch, starting from the second quarter, Bobby and Mitch really got it going for us. So
exactly, yeah. When you need that 3-point shooting and he's giving it to you, it's like when he's on, he's on.
When he's on, he's on. So I like I said, I get the axe to play the kids, but at the same time, some of these vets are just kind of integral to what they're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just see how that goes. Appreciate the call, man. That was a good call. All right, we're going to go to the closer. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Welcome, everybody. Team #new. CPJ Ellis. This is Knicks Post Game Live, #1 show for the fans, by the fans. We appreciate you guys. Appreciate guys like Omar bigging us up, man, with words of encouragement. You know what I mean? Salute to Omar. He's been with us for a while. Omar, J. Ellis. Omar's been with us for a while, so we definitely appreciate that. You know who we haven't heard from in a while? Cody. From Brooklyn. I haven't heard of Cody, man, in a little while.
Yeah, actually heard. He called. He called into. Yeah, I've actually heard him in a while either. He still stays connected. He likes stuff and stuff like that. But
Okay, cool. It's good. At least he's still touching base.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Were you here when Carlito called in? Carlito called in last week.
I missed the Carlito call?
Yeah, you missed the Carlito call last Friday.
Oh, man. How did that go?
It was good. It was good to hear from him. Yeah, Carlito called in.
Oh, shout out to Carlito.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Cody, wherever you guys are watching from. Vegan X says, great post game from outside MSC. Yeah, we had it rocking Thursday night, man. Thursday night, it was just like, I was just pivoting the camera, JLs, to reactions. It was we were damn near popping champagne in MSG and NYC Thursday night, man. It was just.
I was on a high the next day because of that game.
We all were, man. And it just goes to show you, like, we just want to win. You know what I mean? This fan base is just passionate to just win meaningful games and be proud of the team. And that's just what the vibe was like. The MSG was electric Thursday night, man.
Oh, yeah, we want that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you can beat KP, it's a great day for me.
Yeah. MSG was electric, man. So let's see if we bounce back Monday. We got embarrassed by the Cavs. Let's clap back and get a W. All right, last call tonight. Let's go to Tucson from Lancaster, PA. I want you to talk about the game overall. Tucson, how you doing, man?
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, first, man, I appreciate the show. First time caller, so I'm glad I got in today, whatever. And also, I appreciate you saying my name right, something rare. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I got a couple points. I'm gonna be quick so we can get on and forget this game as soon as possible. But first point, our power forward defense is super suspect.
Yes.
Like,
go ahead.
It seemed like Portis over helping when somebody drives, and then he's always late to the kick out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an effort. I don't think it's an effort thing. More of just like X's and O's. He's just over helping when somebody drives.
It's an IQ thing.
And I think he's got those cannon feet going, man. I just think I don't think Bobby will ever be a solid defender. He is what he is. He's your instant offense off the bench, and I like that role for him. But defense is not going to be his forte.
Yeah, but then we gotta look at like, is his good offense every other game really outweighing the defensive side of his game? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, no. To me, I'd
But,
rather see Knox get those minutes and have another
Exactly.
defensive big out there to help fortify Mitch and Taj.
Because then the other issue is when Mitch is closing out on threes, which is something he's very good at. Nobody's crashing the board on them long threes.
Right.
That's a good point too.
I feel like that's something that they really got to focus on.
Hey.
And then my second point, broken record, that Randle on the last shot, man, that's played out. Like, he was better served as a decoy. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Ellington the decoy, Randle the decoy. And I feel like Morris earned that.
He earned it.
He earned that the chance to take that last shot.
He earned it, man. Appreciate the call. That's what I'm saying, JLs. Go
Yeah.
back to Morris had it rocking Thursday night. If you're not gonna have RJ in the game, give me Marcus Morris and let me go home a winner or a loser, man. I'd rather it that way, and I would have been happy with it.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like you gotta put your players in position to win. Like if Morris is the best ISO player we have, I'm not saying he's mellow or nothing. At least if you're going to ISO at the last second, give it to him.
Yeah.
At least. Like
At least, man. At least. One more, because James from Brooklyn was waiting for quite a minute, and salute to everybody. James, close it out, man. Real quick on the last possession. Get your point in.
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen? How we doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
All right.
Doing all right. Thank you for picking up my call. I was just driving home from the Knicks game. I'm a season ticket holder, and it's been really sad out there. But a couple of points that I want to bring up is Randle is not a point guard. I don't know when or how people started telling him that he is a point guard, but that really needs to stop. And on top of everything is what everyone's saying tonight about the coaching. And the truth is that it's time to get rid of Fizz. I love Fizz. I think he's a great player coach. I think he's wonderful for development. But in regards to schemes, he's just not it. So I think it's time for us to look elsewhere so that we can start winning games. When I was at the game tonight, I just felt the energy of the place go from high with a 15-point lead until completely done at the end. So we have everything that it takes to make the playoffs. Not to be a high seed, but in the East to definitely make it. My only concern is that we don't have the coach to do it. I would love to find out the statistics on if the game ended at 3 quarters, what our record would be, which is telling me that the Knicks do not have. No, it's true. The Knicks do not have what it takes to close out a game. And that right there is nothing but coaching.
Yeah, that's exactly right,
So,
man.
that's my word.
Appreciate the call, James. Appreciate it. Let's see how it plays out, JLs. To me, it's still too early. Let's just see how this thing comes together. See how this cake bakes before I make my full call on Fizz right now. You know, I understand. Again, I get the frustration. I just want to see some more. Let's see how this thing comes together. Can DSJ get it together? What's gonna happen when Bullock comes back? Let's see a little bit more before we can him.
Yeah, I want to see more from him. It's just like I said before. Like, I don't want to pull the plug too hastily. Give him every chance to fail. At the end of the day, it's gonna make us look crazy if we can him early, especially with the support he has around the league. If you're trying to change it, if you're really trying to change the image, I don't think we should be canning him early. Let him play it out.
I say let it play it out, man. I say let it play out, man. And on that note, JLs, I gotta get a drink. Let's get out of here.
All right, man.
Sign out, bro.
All right, man. Yo, check this out, fam. The Nick of Time show is back. We are on YouTube. I know I was having some problems getting the last episode out because of some render issues, but it's finally up. All you have to do is hit that little icon right now and click that episode. The latest episode is up, so go watch that. Seems like we're liking that episode, so thanks for everybody who liked it and watched it. Check that one out. You can find us on SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, Google Play. But that is the Nick of Time show anyway. On Tuesdays at 3 o'clock. And then we usually put it on video on Wednesday, usually. But we're trying to get back to that. So definitely look out for that. Also, we are looking out for writers who want to write for Nick of Time show. You can write for us as well. You can go to our blog on nickoftimeshow.com. And also, we got merch, man, like this Mitch shirt behind me, RJ shirt also. And also the Ninja P shirt that Ari loves so much. That is all. Back to you, CP.
All right, and appreciate you, Jay Ellis. Appreciate you, man. Good show.
Thank you.
There's no Jay Ellis curse, man. You're still my boy, man.
Hey, if you want me to get out of here, if you want to say Jay Ellis to Jamaica,
there's no Jay Ellis curse, man. No worries, man.
PayPal. My PayPal's in the description. Send me money.
No worries.
I'll be out of your hair.
No worries, man. Salute to everybody watching once again. Tough loss, 103, 102. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Welcome all. #new. Big shout out, Auntie Trier's in the building. Michelle Trier, shout out Auntie Trier. Make sure you guys tune in audio podcast format. For some of you new guys, this show is available on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Amazon Alexa, all under KnicksFanTV. All the links are in the video description below, and the mods will post the links as well. Get your merch also under this video as well. Support us. Please share these videos. Send us a super chat. Send us a PayPal or Cash App to support the show. This is a grassroots movement. #1 show for the fans, by the fans. Make no mistake about it. CPJ Ellis.
Yep.
Yeah, man. We'll be back on Monday. I'll be back tomorrow, recapping the week. Also taking some more phone calls. Salute to everybody who was in here. All the mods. Tack, Alex, Dave, TM, Keith Sinclair, Delano. Appreciate you guys. Ayo, Emma, thanks again. JL, so you want to shout out, man?
Yo, Roll Brown, Bottle Lie. I like you. I like that name too. They call me Tack Mod, hold me down. Leo, the Knicks OG fan. I like that name. You know I like sentences names. Shout out to you, Ricardo Custer, and everybody else who represented Nick Time Show tonight. Childhood Time Machine. I like that one.
Yeah, that was a nice name. Shout out to Oliver too, man. Get that burger, man. Eat your dinner. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, Monday night. #1 show for the fans, by the fans. We're out of here. Later, people.